So he's still in the law enforcement game.
That's right. That's right. So Robert Mercer, we reported a while ago, was a volunteer member of this tiny police department in New Mexico. He left last September. We didn't know, like, what was he just out of the law enforcement game? No, it turns out he found a sheriff's office in a very rural part of Colorado, a county of 10,000 people, and he's now joined that department along with two of his associates.
So do we know anything about which associates have joined, what they're doing there?
Sure, it's a couple of guys who were also with him in New Mexico, a son-in-law and another employee, and it turns out he also donated a brand new pickup truck to the sheriff's office in Colorado and some tasers, and they're talking about making another donation.
So as I understand, the Lake Arthur operation got shut down, right?
That's right.
They aren't doing that anymore. Was that because of our reporting? Do you know?
I think it was partly because of our reporting. I think that there was just kind of a swirl of activity and scrutiny that suddenly focused on that town, and the mayor just decided it wasn't worth it. So he shut the whole program down. There's no more police department in Lake Arthur.
Well, what about Yuma County? Is it going to go the same direction? You're going to sort of follow him around the country one after the other, Zach? Is that the plan?
I don't know. The Yuma County seems a little different. There's not hundreds of badge holders as there were in New Mexico. It's just a smaller number. It seems to be a more low-key operation, but I don't know whether he'll keep his badge after this revelation or something else will happen.
So what sort of documents are you asking for from Yuma County? Because there are public records that we can actually look into.
Right. We asked for public records about, Robert Mercer is a 71-year-old computer programmer from Long Island. We asked about his qualifications to serve as a police officer or a reserve member of the sheriff's posse in Colorado, training, qualifications, things like that. And that request was rejected.
You talk about these donations, tasers, pickup trucks. Do you know how much they amounted to?
Sure. The pickup truck was worth about $65,000, and then the tasers were worth $20,000 and change. And they're talking about another donation to replace some handguns.
In fairness, this is part of a foundation that Mr. Mercer set up, right? And I assume that it supports a number of police organizations around the country. It's not just the ones he goes to work for.
I couldn't say that. It's a pretty small foundation, and much of the other work that this foundation has done has been actually to advocate for the rights of officers like Mercer and his associates to carry a concealed weapon in all states. So they actually go around trying to educate jurisdictions about the fact that they have to honor these badges.